start with a proverb. Have you heard the proverb, make hay while the sun shines? Have you heard it, children? I hope you have. What is the meaning of that? Make hay while the sun shines means you have to do your duty on proper time. So now it's your duty to study well after watching our virtual classes, as you cannot come to the school and learn, isn't it? So I hope all are doing your duty properly, doing your assignments, everything properly on time. Am I right, children? I hope you all are doing it. Okay. I hope you have seen my last class. So in the end I have told you that I will be describing you about the race in which Tarun participated. So let me start. It was 14th October and Tarun got up early in the morning. He pedaled to the stadium. Pedaled to the stadium. Have you heard this word pedal before? Yes, it is the place where you keep your leg while cycling, isn't it, children? So now he pedaled to the stadium means he went to the stadium by cycle, isn't it? I hope you got it. When he reached the stadium, he saw so many people were standing there to get inside the stadium. Tarun also reached there. He went inside the stadium. He went inside the office of the stadium to get his participation card. He became little bit tensed when he saw 50 other participants to participate in the race. His heartbeat was rising high. Every time it happens, isn't it, children? When we are into a competition, in the beginning we feel how much confidence we have, that doesn't matter. We will have some sort of fear inside. We will have some tension inside us, isn't it, children? So in the same way, Tarun was little bit tensed by seeing the 50 other participants. Suddenly he felt a patting on his shoulders. Who will be that? Can you guess? Yes, it was Ram Narayan. Ram Narayan wholeheartedly wished him all the best. At that time, Tarun could only smile at Ram Narayan, but he couldn't utter a word due to the fear which gripped him from top to toe. Okay, children? After that, all participants lined up in the starting point and all face glittered with the hope of winning the race. Every participants were having their friends and family in the gallery to cheer them up. In between the crowd, Tarun also saw his mother's face. Tarun's fear in his mind gave way to confidence by seeing his mother. It is always like that, isn't it, children? Whenever we go for a competition or go for writing an examination, we used to seek the blessings of our dear ones. So children, nowadays we are having some sort of difficulties due to this pandemic, isn't it, children? So don't take it as negative way. See, what is the positive side of this pandemic? Even the nature has become happy. You might have read that the ozone layers are filled up. Means the holes in the ozone layers are filled up, isn't it? So nature is also becoming very beautiful. And what is the positive side in you? That you are getting more time to spend with your parents. Your mother will be cooking healthy food for you and you will be enjoying the food. At least you can play with your siblings inside the compound of your house. You can play with your parents, isn't it, children? So even though we have some difficulties at present due to this pandemic situation, we should find out the positive side and we should go forward. with full determination and with full courage. Also, pray well for the whole world to subside or to eliminate this coronavirus. Okay, children? So, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. You got some valuable message from this lesson and you will be applying that message in your life also. Okay, now let me read the lesson and so you will understand more about it. Okay. It was 14th November. Bowing low for the blessings of his mother, Tarun pedaled away to the stadium. There was a huge crowd waiting to go inside. Tarun entered the office where a signboard read participants only, with his heart beating faster every second. Inside, there were about 50 participants waiting for the race to begin. He felt someone patting him on the shoulders. "Hello, Tarun." It was Ram Narayan. "All the best," he said affectionately. Tarun smiled at him but did not say a word. Fear had gripped him from head to foot. All the participants lined up. Every face glittered with the hope of winning the race. Each one of them had his family and friends in the stands to cheer for him. To his amazement, Tarun caught sight of his mother in the stands. The fear in his eyes gave way to confidence. The whistle blew and all the participants started off with all their might. They were all determined to be the winner of the race. In the lead was the fastest of them all, Tarun. Seeing himself ahead of everybody, Tarun felt very proud of himself. On the track there was a shallow path. As he was running fast, Tarun did not notice that and he slipped. Breathing fast, he saw the other kids going past him. He could not be a loser today, and so without wasting a second, he got up to run once more. Being quick, Tarun overtook a few kids ahead of him. But as fate had it, he slipped once again. What was happening to him? He could not bear it. He looked into the crowd and saw his mother. She was saying something to him. "Get up, son, get up and run." Tarun got up once again. He was among the last few, but he did not give up. Once more he overtook some children. Since he was fretting a little too much, he fell a third time. Tears were rolling down his cheeks. How will he get into Ram Narayan's training now? How will he prove to his parents that he was talented? He was the last kid on the track now. He turned his eyes towards the stands. Then he heard Ram Narayan screaming from somewhere, "Come on, Tarun, run!" And so he got up a third time. This 12-year-old determined boy who was last on the track got up and ran with all the strength he had. The crowd was cheering for Pawan, the boy who had won the race. But to Tarun's surprise, there was a louder applause when he crossed the finishing line last. The audience cheered for his determination and his valor for never giving up. He bowed his head with shame and said to Ram Narayan, "I'm sorry, sir, I lost." "No, son, to me you have won the toughest race, the race of your life. You got up and started afresh each time you fell. You are a real hero. Your training starts tomorrow." Tarun could not believe his ears. Tears filled his eyes again. He smiled at his mother, who hugged him and said, "You are the best son in the world." Now let me show you a video. Okay? Watch the video very carefully and understand the logic behind fear. Okay, children? Are you ready?
So this is a scene from a hit Malayalam movie. You may feel the scene a little exaggerated, but I want to bring your attention to the response of the hero during a fearful situation. He's unfazed by the threat and he faces the fear peacefully and gracefully. Hey everyone, you're watching Wisdom Shots. Today our topic is fear. We all face fear in different forms: physical, mental, emotional, all kinds of fear. When we face a difficult, threatening, challenging or fearful situation, as human beings, we normally demonstrate two responses. Number one is flight, run away from the situation, you escape from the fear, or fight, you will fight back, you attack back. These are called flight or fight responses. Our body produces adrenaline, cortisol, a lot of hormones to combat the fear. In this movie clip, the hero demonstrates a different response. Not flight, not fight, but face. Face the fear with grace. It's not an easy thing to do in real life, but we can prepare ourselves and handle fearful situations in a better way. So let's discuss. Number one, get comfortable with fear. Invite fear into your life. When you fear something, move towards it. Don't run away. Feel it and breathe through it. It's easy to ignore our fears and hope that they will just go away. Unfortunately, they rarely do. If you don't face your fears, they'll end up controlling you. Do the things that frighten you. Action builds courage and confidence. So in this movie, to give you a background, the hero fights with tigers. So dog is nothing for him. So when you face tough, fearful situations in life, it'll make us stronger, powerful and fearless. Now we gain strength and courage and confidence by every fearful experience we face in life. So number two, make your dominant thoughts positive. Fearful thoughts attract more fear. So instead of expecting the worst, train your mind to expect the best. See, as a kid, I was always scared of dogs, street dogs. If I see a street dog, I'll walk back and I take some other route. So what I observed is dogs were also very smart in recognizing this. They'll sense my fear and will start barking. Sometimes, it's the same thing with people. So when we have fearful thoughts inside us, people will react in the same way. They'll attack us more. When the mind is silent and calm, its peace is automatically transmitted to everything and everyone around us, influencing them deeply. So learn to stay calm during fearful situations by practicing breathing exercises, mindfulness and things like that. Number three, differentiate between rational and irrational fears. In some situations, it's perfectly natural to feel some level of fear. A healthy fear response is an evolutionary advantage that helped humans survive in a hostile world for thousands of years. However, most of our fears are irrational, and so often these fears that can cause the most stress and difficulty. A dog chasing is a real fear, right? A healthy fear. On the other hand, if you refuse to travel on airplane because you're afraid the plane will crash, this fear is largely irrational. See, flying is statistically much safer than driving your own car. So understanding when fear makes sense and when it doesn't can help us conquer our responses. So to wrap up, do what you are afraid to do. Kill the fear by facing it. Dominate your mind with positive thoughts than fearful thoughts. Differentiate between rational and irrational fears. See, most of our fears will never hurt us. Being brave isn't absence of fear. Being brave is having the fear but finding a way through it. So fear has two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy.
So children, let me conclude by saying that never have fear on any matter in your life, okay? If you have any kind of difficulties, just face the matter, rise up and move forward. Okay children? So always remember, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. This should be your motto in life. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise up, like Tarun. Okay children? With that, I conclude this session. See you in the next class. Bye.